What is going on, everyone? I am the Yu-Gi-Oh! Scrub, but as always, you can call me Bailey. Almost at 1,000 subscribers. That is my goal for the end of 2025. I know we can get there if you guys consider hitting that button. Maybe I'll get a better mic when I hit 1,000 subs. But anyways, you guys don't need my intros. What you need are the spicy decks. And although it's not the most spicy deck today, you know, I played some really spicy, in air quotes, meaning not that great, a couple days ago, then mixed it up with some other stuff that was a little bit better. And I just kind of want to play some Strike Ninja. You know, I used Soul of Purity and Light in my XYZ deck. And, you know, banishing 2 lights is good, but banishing 2 darks is also pretty good. And so we're trying a deck out that's going to revolve around Strike Ninja, basically the darks that we're running. Triple Dekoichi, Breaker, Blowback Dragon, 1 Mask of Darkness, Mystic Tomato, Sangan, Tsukiyomi, and then they're not darks, but we're running Scapegoat and Metamorphosis that can get us to the Thousand Eyes Restrict, which is good. I mean, obviously it's a fantastic card, but you can't bring it back with the Dimension Fusion. But, you know, we can Dimension Fusion back some of our cards. Also, we have some lights for the Chaos, Blackluster Soldier. And I figured because we want darks in the graveyard, Magical Merchant might not be the worst card here. We obviously are running Premature and Call the Haunted to get stuff back. And Magical Merchant can help, you know, send the Jinzo or the Blowback or something like that to the graveyard and fuel our Strike Ninja as well as our Resurrection, spells, and traps, and then maybe our Dimension Fusion, not fueling that, but allowing us to banish for Strike Ninja. I don't know how it's going to go. I kind of threw this together relatively quick side deck as well, but, you know, let's just see how it goes. Let's go and join the GOAT format ladder, as always. I hope you are having a fantastic day. If you're not having a fantastic day, stop watching the silly little video. Make it a great day. Not a great day, a fantastic. That's 1 step up from great. What's 2 steps up from great? I don't know. I don't know what's beyond fantastic. A scrumptious day. Yeah, no. So, don't have a scrumptious day. That's too much. Double. We have Heavy Storm and MST in our opening hand. I don't want... And Breaker. So much back row hate. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and set Heavy. Opening hand is Tribe, Magician of Faith, Breaker, Heavy, MST, and Dimension Fusion. Not great, but potentially we can get some pluses on my opponent if they set a couple of back row into this Heavy. He starts with a Thunder Dragon. We'll just see how it goes. I can also hope in a way that he gets rid of my Heavy and then I can set Magician of Faith. I was only running 3 Magical Merchants, but I decided to mix it up with a couple extra lights, you know, taking out one of them, putting in a Faith, just so I am not going to lose access to my BLS if the Magical Merchants got Nobleman of Cross outed, especially because I'm running 2 Noblemans. I suppose it would allow me to hit my opponent's Faith and not lose anything, but it's how it be sometimes. Opponent is still... Are they laggy? Yeah, they added 2. They're viewing their deck. They just, like, wondering if they made a mistake? Okay, no, it was just a little laggy. No big deal. Alright, opponent sets 2 back row and 1 monster. And I think we'll then go ahead and Heavy Storm. Hitting a Phoenix Wing Wind Blast and Torrential Tribute. That is nice, obviously. And I think we're actually going to do something kind of spicy. I think we're going to set Magician of Faith and set Ring, and potentially get our Heavy Storm back. We could have also potentially summoned Breaker or Tribe and attacked over this, but Strike Ninja might be better. I think what we can do is go ahead, summon Breaker, and we'll attack over this first set. Breaker will put a dark in our grave for the Strike Ninja. Obviously it needs 2, but there's 1. And then we have MST, so we can set MST, and if he Snatch steals the Breaker, we can MST the Snatch steal. And potentially get MST back with Magician of Faith. Because Heavy is good, obviously. I mean, Heavy's a great card. But when your opponent knows you have heavy, then they just play around it. And I suppose you can wait to make a big push, but this isn't really an OTK deck. It's more of a grinded out deck. It was just a Magician of Faith. That is a terrible play in my opinion. He set Magician of Faith turn 1 with no spells engraved. I mean, it's a play I would make, but I'm the Yu-Gi-Oh! Scrub. Don't make plays I would make. Make better plays. And, okay, maybe he drew Dekoichi turn 2, but like, that just seems wrong. He Graceful Charities, that's fine. He drew quickly, could have had Judgment, but I don't. He discards Night Assailant in the Thunder Dragon, gets back Magician of Faith with Night Assailant. Sets 1 back row and a monster, which is likely the Magician of Faith. Will MST the back row and end phase. It was a Mind Crush. We get Torrential Tribute. We'll go ahead and flip, get back the MST, attack over the Dekoichi, for 500 damage. This is 19, just make sure, make a little mental note of it. Opponent takes 500. Not going to attack because I'm almost certain that's a Magician of Faith. And now, do we set the MST? Premature Burial doesn't do too much. Snatch Steal would let him... Yeah, we set the MST. Because Snatch Steal could still take the breaker, and then we'd be forced to use the ring. And I would rather trade 1 for 1 with the Snatch Steal. And Ring of Destruction is going to be able to hit this Chaos monster. Cryo. I'm just going to assume so. Assume with Prio. I don't know why you wouldn't. Okay. We draw Sinister Serpent. That's a pretty solid draw. I think we go ahead and set Torrential Tribute. With Tribe, he's got the Graceful to get back in Grave. I've already set Torrential though, so I feel like I've committed to this play. The better play was obviously summon Tribe, use Sinister, pop the Chaos Sorcerer, attack over one of these monsters and take some more pluses. He card Destructions. Well, unfortunate. He discards Spy, Tribe, Faith, and the Thunder Dragon, drawing 4 cards. He flips Faith, gets back Graceful Charity, activates Graceful again, draws 3, I think it's already gone too far. I wanted to Torrential, but maybe I can get his normal sum out of him. He just kind of added and played the Graceful pretty quickly, but no big deal. Discarding a Knight Assailant. And a Dekoichi. Knight Assailant will get him back. The other Knight Assailant, okay. And he just banishes Magician of Faith. End phase, I'm going to MST that back row. It was a ring. Happy to hit that. We draw Scapegoat. So, happy with our play right now. I think what we can do is play it one of two ways. We can Nobleman. Oh, and I should have gotten Sinister, actually. Okay. I'm making so many misplays right now. My brain is not in it today. I think the play, though, we're going to do is summon Sandgan, activate Torrential Tribute. I want to do this and activate the tribute before I use a Scapegoat, because obviously I want to make sure my tokens stay on the board. He has plenty of lights and darks and grave. We get rid of a spy. Sandgan will search me. I think Tsukiyomi. And then we'll set Scapegoat and end our turn. We have two chainables, though Ring of Destruction is only chainable once he has a monster on the board. But if he does have a Heavy Storm, if that's a pro set heavy or something along those lines. Alright, end phase. He doesn't summon anything. We draw another Scapegoat. I should have gotten the Sinister Serpent back. We'll just go to end phase again. I'm fine with playing the slow game right now. Alright, he Wing Blasts. And because we didn't summon, we can chain Scapegoats. He gets back a Faith. Fine by me. I can Nobleman next turn. Or potentially... I'd probably Nobleman. I was going to say potentially go for a 1,000 Eyes Restrict with the Tsukiyomi, but I don't think we need to do that. And I did not set that this turn. That's been set, so it's not activating a spell card the turn it was set. So now we just got 4 goat tokens protecting our 8,000 life points. So not a lot of life points have been exchanged so far. He sets a monster and a back row. 2 back row. Goes to end phase. We get a Dekoichi. Stand by. We will finally remember to get back our Sinister Serpent. And we will Nobleman across out the Faith. And I think, do we have another one? Yeah, we do. He has... Okay, so he's only running 2 Faiths, or he has another in hand. And I think then we'll set our own Dekoichi. I almost hope he attacks over. Okay, he Noblemans. That's fine. Do we have more Dekoichis? I think we do. Yep, we have all of them. He's only got 1 in the grave, so maybe he drew 1. We would win right now by deck out. He's got less cards than us. both in deck and in resources. And I'm not even really counting the scapegoat tokens. I mean, obviously they're quote-unquote cards. Of course, I mean, Blue Goat's Best Goat, he is a card. We draw Snatch Steal. I think we can just end our turn. I don't really feel like we need to do anything here. We're just gonna play the slow game. Granted, I also don't have much I can do. I could set a Tsukiyomi. He upstart goblins. Alright, give me 1,000 life points. He summons Sinister Serpent and attacks. Get rid of a token. Fine by me. We draw Graceful Charity. Now we can go ahead and activate Graceful. We waited a moment, getting Call, Tomato, and Duo. Obviously going to discard Sinister Serpent. And I think this is pretty tough. I think Call. Call could be used for a good push later on, though. But so could Premature. Maybe Tsukiyomi's just a great card. I think Mystic Tomato, because I don't even think I have a target left for it. And it puts another card in grave for the Strike Ninja. We'll pay 1,000. Hitting that middle card. We know it can't be Sinister Serpent or Thunder Dragons. Those are gone. Hit a Snatch Steal. And Heavy Storm. Okay. Absolutely fantastic. And I think, knowing we have more Metamorphoses in deck, put some pressure on him. He could have Torrential Trajectory. No, Torrential's gone. Alright, 300, 250. Very, very small 1,000 dice restrict. And if he wants to Mirror Force 1,000 dice, fine by me. And with Heavy Storm gone, we'll set Call of the Haunted. And we have Sook Snatch, which is just a great combo. We have Protection in some tokens. Could have maybe made an argument to set the other Scapegoat. Just in case he gets, I don't know, BLS and another monster. But we have Ring, so I feel pretty okay about our position here. What I don't feel okay about, and like ultimately, yeah, it is what it is, but I wish he was playing a little bit faster. I don't know if he's on mobile or something, but it feels like all these actions are just taking a split second longer than they should be. He gets Sinister Serpent. He summons a Serpent. And goes to battle, removing a token. So Mirror Force and Torrential are gone. We draw Magical Merchant. Should have gotten back Sinister Serpent. I think the play is going to be summon Sook, set the Serpent. And if he ever wants to set the Serpent. Then we'll just go to battle. It's one button guy, come on. And alright, goes to graveyard, end phase, we'll bring it back, and let's remember, Sinister Serpent. Ring of Destruction gets hit by his MST. Unfortunately, we never got a use for it. It actually could be in some trouble here. He summons Breaker. We'll chain, get Sandgan. It'll go to the graveyard, and Sandgan will search us. We'll get Mask of Darkness. And he will, in battle, take out the Scapegoat token. We draw Mirror Force. I think the play here is going to be summon Sook, set the Breaker. Just take our +1, set Scapegoat, set Mirror Force. We didn't get freaking Sinister Serpent. Oh my. And the only reason it really matters is because he could draw Delinquent Duo, and obviously having one extra card protects us from having to discard better cards. But, I mean, we can discard Mask, Merchant. He sets... Okay, standby. Serpent to hand. There we go. We remembered. Let's set the Mask of Darkness and we'll end our turn. He Noblemans the Mask. Yeah, I was like, I know we only run one, but just in case, we check our deck. And now he hits us with the Delinquent Duo. Hits the Serpent, and we'll discard one of our 2 Magical Merchants. I don't think we want to use it. We want to make sure that we have more cards in our deck than he has in his. We draw Scapegoat. Both these Noblemans are out of here. So we'll set Tsukiyomi and end our turn. We might be winning by deck out, guys. Not the most exciting of wins, but it might be how it goes. He sets another monster. We draw the Metamorphosis. I think the play here is summon Magical Merchant, flip Tsukiyomi, set the Merchant. No. Let's see. Misclick. Activate Metamorphosis. Send the Merchant to the graveyard. Special summon Thousand Eyes. And let's take the new monster he set. It was Sandgan. End phase. I don't know what he's trying to do. Can't attack, so what? keeps targeting his Sangan. It stays face down. Okay. No problem. Alright, it's just laggy. And end phase will bring Sook to hand and end our turn. He draws his own Tsukiyomi. Sangan is mandatory. Yep. So he's got to search his deck, which is important. Okay, no targets. We'll Mirror Force his Tsukiyomi. Get rid of the card that could kind of be a bother. And he banishes a light and a dark for the BLS. Banishing our Thousand Eyes Restrict. Standby. We'll get ourselves Sinister Serpent. Has he used his own Snatch Steal yet? He has, okay. So we'll use the Snatch Steal. Also main one. Banish this face down, which is the Sinister Serpent. We'll set Tsukiyomi, set the BLS, flip it back face up, and attack for 41. Correct me if I'm wrong, I believe BLS forgets he used his effect. Does BLS forget when he's flipped face down? Okay, yeah. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let me know in the comment section below to hand, and we'll end our turn. So, I mean, we stole his BLS. We have our BLS. I mean, this should just be our game. He has no Sinister Serpent anymore. His only real play that I could think of would be like a Chaos Sorcerer. Yeah, okay, so we got that game. Definitely bring in Mind Controls, bring in Kaikus. And the opponent quit. I mean, we were playing Strike Ninja. That's unfortunate. Pretty good game, though. While I'm waiting for my next partner, let's take a quick sip of not sparkling mineral water. I got a infusion water bottle. This is mint, ginger, lime, and lemon and cucumber. How dare me mix up a lemon and lime. I can feel the micronutrients ripping through my body. I don't know how much micronutrients generally get in. I'm sure it's, arguably slightly better for you than regular water. Like, so marginally that it probably is immeasurable. But in my mind, it makes sense. And if it makes sense in my mind, that's all that matters. Opponent opens up with Graceful Charity, but we have our Graceful Charity as well. We have Charity, Tomato, Scapegoat, Torrential, Blowback Dragon, not Sangan. I'm thinking that we might be able to use Mystic Tomato to get Sangan, to get Sinister Serpent, which might give us a whole lot more value for Mystic Tomato. And interesting that he set... That's a Morphing Jar. Okay. He drop-offs the Premature Burial. Which is unfortunate, because I could have Graceful used Blowback Dragon. We'll go ahead, summon Mystic Tomato, and just attack. It was a Donzalug. Hitting the Scapegoat out of our hand. We'll set Torrential and end. Okay, so we've been... Oh my goodness, when your opponent just has everything. He summons Breaker. We'll take 500. And what do we want to get ourselves? We can go Sangan. Or we can go... We're going to go Decoy Cheeks. We need to make sure you can't. Solemn can't negate the special summoned by an effect. It's... How do I explain it? It's not like... Because you can use it... I mean, I know I could have explained. Someone in the comments might be able to explain it better. Because, like, you can negate a premature burial. Alright, well, let's see. Maybe this, we'll pay 1,000. And I think the play is then Tribute for Blowback Dragon. Declare, target the Breaker, flip coins. We got, come on, heads, 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 heads. Yeah! And attack over the Zalug for 900. So now we have the biggest monster on the board. He sets a monster. We draw BLS. We have 2 darks. We're just going to declare target. Heads. Come on. Come on. Heads. 50-50, 50-50, 50-50. No! Okay. Well, Graceful Charity. Drawing Breaker, Pot, Metamorphosis. We'll discard Breaker and Meta. Activate the Pot. Getting Magical Merchant, Nobleman of Crossout. Well, Nobleman, I mean, we're playing not a good deck. Not a good Nobleman deck. And we'll set the Magical Merchant and hope it doesn't get Nobleman of Crossouted. Yeah, I mean, obviously it was going to. It was a pretty high chance. Yeah, we just have the 2. But I'd rather have that Nobleman. Stand by main, declare, target. Alright. We'll summon Sook, set it face down, flip it face up, and this should be game. Okay. He's running Drop Off. Kaiku's not too good. Definitely take the Noblemans out. I think Decrees are going to be significantly better. Sakuratsu and Widespread are going to be better, but Decrees... Okay, well, let's... Maybe take out 1 Magical Merchant. Honestly, Strike Ninja is probably not going to be too good. Because it just gets beaten over by a lot of his warriors. And if Strike Ninja is not good, we don't need Dimension Fusion. Yeah, let's go in with this. Might be a big mistake taking the Decrees out, or putting Decrees in with other traps. I mean, we already see right here a Decree and a Sakuratsu, which isn't dead, but clearly isn't going to do as much. And with our Scapegoat Metamorphosis, I think we'd be fine handling this. I mean, a control deck is pretty solid against warriors. This will be the final match, by the way, unfortunately. Alright, and they just set a monster. I think we'll go ahead. This is tough. I think we set Torrential Tribute and end. Opening hand, Meta, Torrential, Sakuretsu, Decree, Breaker, Blowback. I don't want to summon Breaker because if he has Snatch Steal, we really get punished because all of our cards aren't really chainable. I'll take a +1. Hopefully he just summons. Yep. So he summons in a Serra Priest. We get rid of a Zalug. We draw Graceful Charity. Get rid of Zalug and a Serra Priest. We'll Graceful. Drawing Premature, Metamorphosis, Dekoichi. I think we'll discard Blowback and Meta. It's just the most dead card right now. And I think we set the Dekoichi, set Sakuretsu armor. If he has a Nobleman a Crossout, he has a Nobleman a Crossout. He doesn't. He has a Mystic Swordsman level 2. He prematures for the Zalug. We will Sakuretsu armor. And he doesn't. Okay. He doesn't attack with the Dawn Zalug. Really messy play in my opinion. We'll flip to Koichi. Draw a card, draw MST, but we will use this opportunity to summon Breaker and just get rid of his Zalug. And I think we set the Decree and end. Summons a Zombira the Dark. We'll take 500. We'll activate Decree in the end phase. We draw another Dekoichi. We'll Premature. Pay 800. Target Blowback. Declare. Target the Zombira. Come on, 2 heads, 2 heads, 2 heads. One more head, one more head, one more head. Give me head. Okay. Unfortunate. We don't get the heads that we need. We don't have a Light Engrave. So I think we'll just go and attack for 414. Setting Dekoichi and ending our turn. Gets Nobleman a Crossout. Sometimes I just say words and I don't even know. He gets himself Reinforcement of the Army, getting a Mystic Swordsman level 2. Banishes a Light and a Dark for BLS. Summons level 2. We take 700, 1600, and Swordsman 2 gets over the other Dekoichi. We draw Sangan. Play is obviously, I think, summon Sangan, attack over Mystic Swordsman level 2. And we'll set MST as a bluff. We need to draw Scapegoats, a level 1. And this is gonna be game. We'll MST this back row for knowledge. It was a compulse. Okay. Our Kaiku's worth it. He's running big monster, Zombira. No, I think decrees are going to be worth it. We're going first. I want to win this match. This feels like a really solid match. Okay, alright. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. Opening hand. Metamorphosis. Magician of Faith, Scapegoat. Graceful Charity, Torrential, Dakoichi. I think we're going to start with Graceful. Drawing Dakoichi, Scapegoat, Call of the Haunted. Discarding a Dakoichi. Do we just do 2 Dakoichis? No. We do a Scapegoat. We have 2 of them. We'll set Faith. Set Scapegoat. He MSTs. We can chain our Scapegoat. He Nobleman across outs the Faith. Fine. Unfortunate. We'll lose both our Faiths, but we had to get rid of a Nobleman. He summons a Kaiku and gets rid of 1 token. We draw our other Dakoichi. We're going to Metamorphosis. And this can be relatively hard for them to get through. He Sakuratsu Armors. We'll set Dakoichi, end our turn. We draw Magical Merchant. We'll summon Dakoichi. He Ring of Destructions. We'll set Call, end our turn. Pot of Greeds. I'm happy that this game's going really fast. He summons a Sura Priest. And we'll take 900. We draw Metamorphosis. We'll set Torrential Tribute, end our turn. We'll take 900. Draw Mystic Tomato. That's a great draw. We'll attack. He takes some damage. We'll end. If he has a Sura Priest, we know. He Graceful Charities, that's fine. But Tomato can get us a Sangan, which can get us Sinister Serpent. He discards. A Light and a Dark, and we will Torrential Tribute. Alright, I will summon Dakoichi and attack with Call of the Haunted. Hits us for 1400. Standby. We'll gain 1000. We know he has a Sura Priest. I think the play is put 1000 dice on board. Not to grave. And end our turn. We draw Sakuratsu Armor. We'll set Merchant. Set Sock. We draw Breaker for game. Wow, he was playing fast, but we got the dub. Really, really solid. Unfortunately, we didn't use Strike Ninja a single time, so like this deck would just be better without the Strike Ninjas. Sometimes I hate that when I'm playing a deck to show it off and I just basically am playing like a worse version of Goat Control, because that's basically what it was. We didn't Dimension Fusion, we didn't Strike Ninja a single time, but like we won, and it was fun, and, you know, maybe someday I'll play Strike Ninja again, hope to show it off, but, like, what can you do? I don't even think I drew it. I think I drew it one time, and it just really didn't need to do much. Maybe it shows you, again, like, taking it out and just filling it with better cards would have been the more optimal way to play a Strike Ninja. Yeah, that's what I'm going to... Moral of this story. The best way to play a Strike Ninja deck is to not play Strike Ninja. There you go. Thank you all for watching. I am the YuGiOh Scrub, imparting you with so much wisdom. Goodbye.